All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boy Abiola VJ is back. Yep, it is the Abiola VJ podcast. It feels absolutely great to be back here. There's so many topics like I should have discussed a long time ago, like so long ago, and I've just been procrastinating, which if you follow this podcast, you already know is a problem of mine. Now, I know I've gone off course again a little bit, but I'm going to try to make sure that these podcasts, when they do come, that they aren't too stretched, because I know people don't have time to even to just listen to things anymore. You just want the sharp information, 15, 20, 1 minute, which is not possible for a podcast, but that's how fast you want your information to come. And unfortunately, I can't do that. Nope. But I will try. I promise to try to make them as short and obviously as interesting as possible. So let's go. All right. So I want to quickly discuss the Burna Boy show. It was on the 1st of January, or actually on the 2nd, because it didn't start till like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I was there. And it received a lot of negative reviews, though at this time, right now, people are not talking about it anymore. But I decided that I needed to say one or two things about the show because, it's unfortunate that it was actually a really, really dope show. And hours later, I was there and I knew people were going to complain. But then hours later, I'm just seeing a lot of negative reviews. And nobody's talking about how amazing the show was. Now, if you were there, okay, so there are some certain things that happened that people didn't really talk about. They're just talking about the fact that he came late. He said he insulted people, he cursed people, blah, 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 blah. But man, things led up to this, and I'm happy that he came out to explain and actually call names. When he saw that he was getting all the heat, because to be honest, I expected that the organizers of the show, who were the ones that actually delayed the show from starting, would have come out to apologize. You are the ones that people bought tickets from, not directly from Burna Boy. You paid Burna Boy to come and perform. Then you expected to make money back from ticket sales and sponsorships and all the blah, blah, blah. And you probably did, because that place was filled up. And then you have issues, and then the artist is now the one bearing the blame. That doesn't make sense to me. So let me quickly just run through what I think, what I witnessed actually, really, really fast. I know this is still discussion, but let's just do it as quickly as possible. Right, the first thing is that obviously it's not a Burna Boy show, like I explained. The organizers, Burna Boy was paid to perform. So there were sound and light issues. Nobody's even talking about the light issues. The light issues were never solved. 9, 10, 11, 12 a.m., there was no sound. There was no music. People were just standing and waiting. Then music eventually comes on. Jimmy comes on, this and that happen. That's happening. And then regular, now where the regular was that shit was wicked, man. Like, it was really, really poor. Like, you wouldn't have even been able to see the stage. And these guys paid 30,000 naira. 50K is not small money. And these guys were standing. So imagine you're standing for 50K, not even so close to the stage. And then people that pay 30,000 naira are like back. So what they did was that they crashed it. And then the barrier there, they broke it. There was a barrier between the VIP 50K and the regular 30K that couldn't see Jack. And they broke it down. I don't blame them. Like, what were you expecting was going to happen? So they broke it, and then so there was a large influx of regular into the VIP. Now, unfortunately, there were a lot of people in that regular that didn't actually pay for tickets. The guys are sneaking. The guys that come to shows with Another motive, like, you know, just still to harass and stuff. And so, you're standing there, girls especially, they were standing in the VIP. They paid 50K for their tickets. There were about like 6 of them next to me. And we didn't come together, we just met there. And they were standing there, and I was standing there, and then these people came in, and then these girls were so afraid, and they had to leave. Now they saw how rough it had started becoming, and then they left. So that happened, and then these ladies didn't even get to see Burna Boy because they tried to wait, but then they were seeing things happening. Guys were harassing them. In fact, I had to protect one of them from. I had one guy saying, "Move for boyfriend." Was telling the other guy. The other guy now they were about to leave. Then the other guy now turned and stood and wanted to start pressing the girl's body because she was a little bit tipsy. So I had to block his hand with my arm, and it was just really, really bad. And she probably wouldn't have even noticed jack shit, So all of that happened. Those girls left. I saw one of them ranting on Twitter, and I could understand why, because she was not angry. She was upset because they all left. They paid probably 300,000 naira, and they didn't get to see anything. Now, it wasn't one of those shows when you had artists come on stage beforehand, before the main artist. No, it was just Burna Boy. But DJs did play. But when the DJs were playing from like 12-1, they had sound issues. There were sound issues. Yeah. And then when they were playing, and then Jim was coming out, this and that, people started stoning the stage. That's something that nobody talks about. Nobody's talking about. People were stoning the stage, with bottles filled with sand. And that caused a bit of a delay as well, because they're trying to fix things. And then, I told you there was an influx of people into the VIP, which was in front of the stage. And I'm not saying the regular people were bad. It's just that there were some people in the regular that were bad, and they were stoning the stage, and there was even a fight. That one was by the side and all. So that kind of delayed things. Now Burna Boy comes on stage eventually, and he said what he said, that he would have gone if not for Shay Vibes.
For you, if not be Shay Vibes,
now, people are upset that he has come out and not apologized. He's a proud guy. Yeah, and he believes the fault is not his. Now, by saying what he said, people did not understand what he was trying to say. And it was so easy to comprehend after the show. Now, he wanted to leave. Now, if he had left, he was there for hours. He's not going to refund back the money that the organizers paid to him. But then the organizers would be obliged to refund back the money that the other people paid, like the people that came to watch him perform paid. So he would have put them in, was a bit of a, there would have been a lot of trouble. I mean, the organizers. But then as he wanted to go, like he's not going to perform again, Shay Vibes begged him and said, "Baba, you're already here. Please just perform. The sound is going to be okay, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah." And that was what he meant by, "If no be Shay Vibes, I for don't go." Yeah. So, and then he now says, now this is the part that a lot of people twisted. Okay, he said, "I love you, but if you don't love me too, God go punish you."
Still love you, the Lord, so if you like, don't love me, and God will punish you.
Now, it was not like a curse. Yeah, I know. Look, okay, let me rephrase that. He didn't mean it as a curse. I know the tongue is really powerful. You could say words with your mouth and not believe them, or the tongue really controls a lot in the spiritual and physical realm. Yeah. But then this individual didn't say it as a curse. He said it, and he mentioned God. God is, he didn't say it as a curse. He said it as, it's the way guys relate with each other. God punish you. They craze. That was what he meant. He was just trying to bring himself down to Lagos level. But then some people that were looking for means to, just tarnish his image, decided to twist what he said and it was really, really unfortunate. So I think this is where I'm gonna stop. I like the fact that he did. People dragged him second, third. Most of the people dragging him were people that didn't watch the show, because the show was absolutely amazing, man. This is a performer. He's a really good performer. He was hitting the notes when it was what I ordered was what I got. That was what it was. We were not hearing Burna and Burna. Everything was Burna Boy, man. It sounded the same way you hear it on the CD or on CD, the same way you hear it on Apple Music or whatever platform you listen to music. That's exactly what we were served, and it's fantastic. And on that note, I sign out. Ciao. Your boy Abiola VJ. It's the Abiola VJ podcast.